Hello. Hello. I'm slightly disorganised, guys, and I want to apologise for that straight away. I hope we're all well. You can't see me doing my best John Cena impression. I've set my green screen up. We said we were going to do it. It's all set up now. We've got 2 badges from 2 wonderful clubs that I like. So, this is the end of FC25. We're in the end game now. Thanos is here. Even Ant-Man's come out, and he's had his own film and stuff. It's the end game of FC25. So, we're going to play FC25 for one last time. Wonderful weekend where Ipswich and Liverpool both won. Ipswich won 5-0. It's tremendous. Watch my vlog if you have not already. It's worth it. Also, quick message. We're like 5 subscribers off 2,000. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see who's up in the chat. We have Charlie. Hope you're good, bro. He says, how you doing, Link? What a weekend of football. Philogene is a class player and will hit 25 goals this season, I reckon. But my God, did Liverpool make hard work of Burnley. Great penalty from Salah. And they did make hard work of it. I like to try and be real with you all. How hard did we make Burnley look? It was incredible. We just couldn't get a goal. I want to give credit to Burnley as well, though, for the way they sat back, defended, were resolute. It was impressive from them, but I would have liked to have seen someone score a bit sooner. Not have to wait for a penalty. So yeah, it was an interesting game. The Philogene point, I've said a couple of times this season, Philogene's been my best town player. I've been very vocal in the past that I don't particularly maybe rate Philogene. That might be what I'd say. I don't rate him that highly. But he's had a tremendous game the other day. And I think this season he's been town's best player. So I think Charlie could be right. Philogene, 25 goals. Is that too many? Not sure. Is 25 asking a lot? I think maybe 20 though. I do think he could get 20. I think he probably could be town's top scorer. He's got a massive head start already, I believe. So yeah, let's play some FC. So we'll do a quick little walk through my team. And now you will see that, look, I'm in the bottom corner now. Hi. It's much nicer with a green screen. Everything is a bit tidier. Also, it means that you guys can see more of the game. So that was the biggest motivation behind the change. And I hope you like it. Although I feel like my camera now makes me look like I'm not looking. Am I looking away from you when I look there? It feels like I'm looking off the screen instead of on the screen. Let's fix that. Let's just do a little bit of magic. Move me down there. Now when I look at the game, yeah, I'm looking the right way. Charlie Howdy scored 7 players around him. I don't know. It's tremendous. Philogene's dribbling was incredible. But also just the desire, the desire to have a go. And I said in my vlog, if you haven't seen it, Sadio Mane-esque. And I truly mean that. It was Sadio Mane-esque. Direct, pacey, quick, doesn't mind beating a man. Different types of finishes. There's one where he smashes it. There's one where it's like low and hard and he's almost shapes up as if he's going to go across the goal and he puts it in the near post. Loved it. So this is my team to end FC25, guys. We have Peter Crouch, Jon Arne Riise, possibly the best Norwegian footballer to ever play in the Premier League, Virgil van Dijk, Ibu Konate, Jamie Carragher, which for me has been one of the best bits of FC25. Jamie Carragher coming back in. Then we've got Stevie G, Ryan Gravenberch, I believe you pronounce it, Johnny Barnes, Fernando Torres, Mohamed Salah, and Alexander Isak, who I've never streamed with. So it'll be interesting to see. We are, of course, in Weekend League. I don't know why I'm on squad instead of Weekend League. That's a mistake. So, 15 games. How many points can we get? Let's find out. And we will open the rewards at the end, which will be my last ever pack open in FC25, because Friday FC26 comes out, so I'm going to be streaming at midnight on Thursday. Hi to my soccer post, hope you're well. Charlie Setterfield says, I still reckon we'll win the championship. I still believe there's going to be a big promotion push. Is there something behind my... Oh, it's on the screen. My player's stamina bar. It looked like my green screen won't work properly. It's new though, guys, right? If all of a sudden there's a massive green blob around my head or something, right? We can all be mature about it and, you know, just put it down to a technical difficulty and a lack of my experience of working with a green screen in the live format. I've used it on some pre-recorded videos and stuff before, but I've never used it for a live video like this. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But what did everyone think of the weekend's football? So obviously, you know, Charlie said it was a great penalty from Salah, but Liverpool couldn't create any sort of massive chances against Burnley. But I do think Burnley deserve credit, don't they? Burnley really fought hard, and you know, they set up with a back five. They set up to frustrate and to make things a bit interesting, and that they did. Ryan Gravenberg, John Arnold, loved that. John Barnes. But yeah, it was a good game, Burnley Liverpool, but it was a bit boring because it was an interesting watch, I would say, like tactically. For you like tactical connoisseurs who like to, you know, sit and take everything in and analyse movement and positioning and strategy and stuff, it was good. Like when you look at the game from that point of view, it was an interesting game. It was also interesting to compare their 5-4-1 with wide midfielders to Man United's 5-2-2-1, because it just looks better. It looks way more balanced. I feel like in United's kind of 3-4-2-1, 5-2-2-1, I feel like they really need like a fullback, wing backs. They need like wing. Oh, what a save! We've missed a penalty there, guys. Not good. Reece will score though. Had to go. Charlie says need to put a winning run together. Must beat Blackburn. Yeah, that is the situation for Ipswich right now. They need to get a win and then another win, and if you win the next three, like say you win the next three, you've played what, 8 games, won 4, drawn 3, lost 1. That's decent. Like that's definitely at least top 6 form. The person's tempting me, aren't they? They're saying, have a go. John Alarisa does not need 2 invitations. Let's watch that back. I don't like to, but John Arnerita had so much venom on it that Peter Schmeichel could not hold it. He couldn't contain the power of John Arnerita, the greatest Norwegian Premier League player of all time. I think there's evidence of that as well. I'm pretty sure he's played the most games of any Norwegian Premier League player. If anyone knows that stat's wrong, feel free to let me know in the comments, but I feel like John Arnerita has played more Premier League games than any other Norwegian, and that's because he's the best. What a shame. El Shaarawy, El Shawaza, FIFA legend. Well, it's FC now, isn't it? It's not FIFA. We've had a whole 2 years. Isaac's taking a piss there. What a goal. What a goal. And you know, we've been playing 4-2-4 for a little while in this FIFA. It's not going to be in my system at the start of FC26, I don't believe, because it's a silly system. It's very offensive. Charlie says only sees Southampton and Birmingham as our real threats. Leicester's got too much chaos. Clubs like Borough, Stoke, West Brom don't have the squad we have. This is going to sound mental. I wouldn't rule out Sheffield United yet. No, they were one of the worst teams I've seen at Portmore in a long, long time. But I don't think West Brom, like Sheffield United squad, is as bad as they played the other day. I think it was a manager situation. He has been sacked, which we all kind of saw coming. So maybe don't rule out them as a contender to go up. I don't know whether they go up automatic, but I think in terms of playoffs, they'd be a contender. Stoke. I don't think Stoke have got the depth. You've only got to look at the fact, like last year, their solution to their problems was Ali Al-Hamidi. As much as I love that guy, and I always will, if you've got a problem and your solution is Ali Al-Hamidi, something's wrong. This person loves a little cutback, don't they? Charlie thinks Sheffield United will finish 10th. Sheffield, I'll be if Sheffield Wednesday don't go down, Oxford will go down. See, Hull's another one where I think you look at their team last year, although, well, not just last year, like the year before, but then they've had a lot of good loan players, and I don't think their loan group is as good as it was like 2 years ago. Like, if you think of the season they had Philogene, Greaves, Delap, well, Ipswich basically raided them, didn't they, when they went up? But yeah, Hull, I don't know if they'll go down. I think Wrexham, Charlton, to be fair, is a great shout. He's put Charlton 21st, Charlie has. I think Charlton could be one of the ones that struggle. Wrexham, I think, big thing about Wrexham is January's transfer window. Because I feel like if they're going to go down, if they're in a relegation battle, their January transfer window could be mental. Like, they could go all in. They could be like, right, let's offer Gareth Bale a contract, come out of retirement, do a job. Like, I feel like Wrexham, like Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, I think they've got the potential to do something mad there. If they're struggling, but also if they're in the promotion picture, I think they could too. But I haven't paid much attention to the table yet because my rule is you got to wait 10 games. I think it was Bill Shankly said that, I'm pretty sure. Well, he definitely said, if you want to ask me questions about the table, ask me about them in May. But I'm sure he said wait till 10 games. We don't look at the table for the first 10 games because what does it tell you? It doesn't tell you an awful lot. Because there is, you know, like especially the Championship, where how early it starts in comparison to like your transfer window. God, this lad's got Cruyff, Ronaldo, Pirlo, Puskas, Ruud Gullit. Do we just quit now? What a team. But has he got Alexander Isak? No. And after this run, he's going to wish he did. Oh no, he's got Van Dijk though, isn't he? That's like the... Oh no, he still wishes he had Isak. I think Preston might be better than 18th. I think the Championship's so hard though, because the Championship, so many teams can beat anyone. Like, Preston against Ipswich had like the game of their lives. There's so many variables in that league. That's why it took Ipswich so long to get out of it before. Because there's just so many things that can go wrong in that division. And there's so many, like, players on loan. But also, like, I always think with it being a World Cup year, that brings in an element of chaos. Because, like, in January, for example, let's say Dara O'Shea's been dropped from Ipswich Town, which isn't likely. But say Dara O'Shea's been dropped. He is going to be trying to get out in January because he wants to play at the World Cup. If they qualify, can they even qualify? I saw Roy Keane saying that they were struggling, so maybe they can't even qualify. But like, there's got to be another Ipswich example. The Norwegian fella, where's Wally? If things aren't going their way in his way in January, like let's say we're playing Clark and Philogene as the wingers every week, which I will add, I don't like. I don't like Jack Clark on the right. I think him and Philogene are both left wingers, and both of them are much less effective when you move them to the right hand side. That's my opinion on those. But yeah, if Where's Wally isn't getting games, does he become like restless? Charlie's got Norwich down in 11th, which I think a lot of people will support on this channel. I can't wait for Ipswich Norwich. It's going to be a great game, I think. Have we got one more home game before that? Is that the lay of the land? Got a corner. Charlie's got Sheffield United up in 10th, which I think is a decent shout. It depends how they, get on with the transition of changing man, and also like I say, with the Championship, it's such a long season that a team can go from 12th to 6th in that second half of the season, no problem at all. Especially if they have a strong January, or one player just explodes, like one young player comes on the scene. It's a good effort. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how the Championship plays out. But I do think Ipswich will be there or thereabouts. I've been worried with the form. Although I'm also worried because Sheffield United, as good as Ipswich sort of beat what was in front of them, I still think Greaves looked a bit frail. I know some people don't like it when I criticise Greaves, but I'd rather play Burgess. That was what I used to say. I stand by it. I prefer Burgess. And I think actually, in the Championship, which is, in terms of strength and size, I would say it's more physical than the Premier League. In terms of, not in terms of fitness, because the Premier League intensity is something different. But the Championship, in terms of the amount of long ball teams you played, set piece focus sides, target men, especially for Ipswich as a team that in the Premier League we get dominated every week, so teams didn't set up like that against them. I feel like Burgess actually is a better fit than Greaves. I think Greaves has got a high ceiling, and I still believe he can be good. Oh, lost again. Still believe he can be good, but I do think that. So let's look at Charlie's top 6. I see he hasn't mentioned one team yet, and I like that. So Charlie's predictions for the top 6, he's got Bristol City 6th, Cov 5th, Borough 4th, Birmingham 3rd, and Southampton up in 2nd, which means he has got Ipswich Town winning the league. I like it. I like it, Charlie. You've got Jamie up in the chat. I'm doing good, mate. How are you? Are you feeling better now the manager's gone? Jamie being a Sheffield United fan, for those who don't know. One of the ones that made the journey down, and anyone that hasn't seen my vlog and how much credit I gave to the away fans, honestly, there was like 1,000 of them, but it was one of the loudest away ends I've seen. I think in terms of like noise per person, it was the best I'd ever seen anyway. Manager's been sacked this morning. Chris Wilder back tomorrow. I think Chris Wilder just gets the club like me and Jamie were talking about it, obviously in previous streams and stuff. I just think Chris Wilder gets it. He gets it. Like Guardiola copied him with the underlapping centre back thing. You know what I mean? Chris Wilder's a boy, and he gets that club more than any other manager I think ever could. Pen? Foul. Jamie's actually happy they lost because it contributed to the manager going. How many games was that? 5? Is it 5 we played in the Championship? Imagine getting sacked in 5 games. And as Jamie rightly says, Chris Wilder played for Sheffield, so he's like a veteran. Of the club. He knows the club inside out. And that's why he's such a good fit. Isaac! Oh yeah, 5 games, 1 cup game. Did you go out the cup as well? You did, didn't you? Charlie's just sacking Wilder, then rehiring and makes the club look like clowns. It does make them look like clowns. But the only thing I would say, and I think, especially with the news this week of, Charlie Kirk being assassinated very publicly, it's important that people can disagree, right? Like on this channel, we all talk about different clubs and we all love different clubs and we all have different opinions about players and stuff. So it's important that we can just disagree about stuff, guys. So, what I want to say though, in terms of the owners, it does make them look a bit silly. But I tell you what, the strength it takes. Do you know what I mean? The strength it takes for them to say, "Oh, I was wrong there. I was wrong to get rid of Chris Wilder. Let's get him back." And to do that in such a public environment, because I think that we live in a world where no one wants to admit they're wrong anymore. Like I had to admit I might have been wrong about Philigine's attitude and Philigine's performances. Like I think I was wrong about Liam Delap last year. I said, "God, looking at pre-season, he couldn't finish a freaking ice cream, let alone a chance." But oh yeah, it was ridiculous sacking him in the first place, Charlie. I completely agree with that. And especially like rival fans, like Sheffield Wednesday and stuff, are going to be laughing at it. But I do think it's important that we give them a bit of credit for fixing their mistake. Because how many times have we seen like owners, like if you look at Man United, I couldn't believe Gus Hamer hadn't started. Honestly, so Gus Hamer come on, and I don't think I mentioned it in the vlog. It was just a weird game for me. It was quite a boring game because it just didn't feel like anything was happening. Even though it was 5 goals, it was the most boring 5-0 I've ever watched. It was such a weird game because Sheffield just offered nothing really. But like Hamer come on, and I said to Chris, my mate, I go to all the games with, I didn't realise Gus Hamer was still there because I just assumed he'd start. I just assumed maybe he'd moved on to Saudi or something. Like I just assumed he'd moved on because he didn't start. Like I didn't really look at the subs bench. I didn't look at the Sheffield team in any great details and stuff because I travelled down on the day and then I went to the hotel and I had dinner before the game and stuff. So yeah, I hadn't sort of studied their lineup, but I was like, when I saw him come off the bench, I was like, I don't even know he's still there. Why is he not playing? Don't know. Someone suggested he had a falling out with the manager or something. I don't know if Jamie could maybe highlight if that's true, false, something in between. Don't know if Jamie knows, but Jamie might know. Like, why did Hamer not start? Oh, Jamie said he can't believe Hamer's not started as well. So, do you know why though? Yeah, Sunderland are having a good go, but the thing with Sunderland is, and when this channel started, I lived in Sunderland, right? Because I was at university there, and their fan base. I tell you what, when things are going good, they're like the best fan base in the country. I swear down, they're so good. But sometimes when things go wrong, honestly, I've been sat there in the Stadium of Light, and sometimes it's got to 45 minutes 0-0, and people are booing them off the pitch and stuff, and like it can be quite nasty. I agree with Charlie's sentiments about Leeds. They just don't seem to have anything up top. So James said Hamer had a fight with a manager midweek. I still, like I say with Sunderland, I think just be prepared that it could get bad. Also, finally clocked the win. Happy Fulham won yesterday. And also, like, I did message Jamie's message earlier, but Sheffield Wednesday fans are in so much shit. They probably haven't got time to talk about Sheffield United at the moment. That is a state for one of Britain's oldest clubs. Like, the idea that Sheffield Wednesday could go bust, that's horrific. It's not right. And I don't know how Jamie feels as a United fan, but I don't think Jamie would even watch it. Like, see them get relegated a couple of divisions or something for a laugh, but you don't want to see them, like, bankrupt. It's like Bury all over again. We just end up with a load of shit clubs like Forest Green Rovers and stuff like that instead. You know. Oh, Haaland's done me there. I'll give him that. But Crouchy's got it. Did Norwich concede in the 96th minute today? Didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't actually watch any football yesterday, guys. I hadn't seen my niece for a while, so took her out for lunch yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I didn't watch, and then we obviously travelled back from Ipswich up to Lincolnshire. So I didn't watch a single game of football yesterday, and I didn't watch Man U, Man City either. So I don't even know if United won or if City won. I've got no idea. I haven't even looked. Like, I love football, but I'm trying to not get like football fatigue this year. Like, sometimes I feel like in a weekend you watch like 6, 7 games, and you spend like 15 hours of your life watching these games, and a lot of them you don't care that much about them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm definitely making a sort of conscious choice to watch less of what I don't care about in terms of football. Like, even if it's Arsenal, Man City, I don't care. Like, if I'm sat in a pub and it's on, I'll have a look. But like Stephen Mann, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. But Charlie loves watching the Championship. I actually think that's part of the problem, Charlie, is that VAR has ruined the Premier League, and I think that's probably why you enjoy the Championship more. Like, VAR and money has made the Premier League so like boring. The Premier League, honestly, people say it's the most exciting league. It's not. It's the most boring league. Literally the most boring league. I used to like watching like Serie A, which can be boring because it's defensive, but it's quite tactical and strategic, and it's a bit more like watching like a fancy chess match or something than watching like a football match. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like football's not. I don't take as much joy out of watching a random football match as I used to. Like I would rather watch two like darts players I don't like play than two football clubs I don't like. But then if it's your Liverpool, I'm all there. I'm straight there. I'm watching it. I'm all in. Like the international break, I didn't watch the England games. Like who cares about England really? I thought we got one there, boys. And there. Oh, he's done me. Fair play. Which I do think the Championship is better in a lot of ways to the Premiership. Like the players aren't as good, but if you ask me what I enjoyed like more in terms of watching Ipswich, I much preferred that Championship season we went up to the season of the Premier League we lost every week. All day. All day. Like, I almost feel like unless you can cement yourself in the Premier League, you know what, be there? Like, this yo-yo situation of all the Championship clubs that go up now. Like, what's the point? What's the point in going up just to come back down every 6 months, every 12 months, and then go back up and then come back down? It's like a bloody pogo stick, isn't it? It's just like, oh yeah, we're up, we're down. Peter Crouch, he's been man of the match so far. If it's to get promoted, then we maybe be better prepared and potentially start. Yeah, I think the thing is, the League One to the Premiership in 2 years. It's a ridiculous trajectory. So difficult to, so difficult to keep up with it. You know. What a ball from John Arner. The thing is, I like Ipswich's midfield now, and we're not really seeing Nunes yet. But we've seen we've seen Matasiga and Kyrgyz, and in the Championship, Kyrgyz just looks like someone who's taking the piss. Like genuinely, like if Philogene ain't got a hat trick yesterday, say say 5 different players scored, Kyrgyz would have won man of the match. Jamie says West Ham coming down. I don't think that's a bad shout, you know. They have got problems, haven't they? You know, obviously they've had a bit of turmoil because David Gold died a couple of years ago, and that's you know, sort of transformed the ownership structure, and I don't really know how. I just couldn't work a yard. How's it a foul? What booked as well? Piss take. Jamie said he went to the red line. Yeah, I don't even know where that is, bro. Not even 100% where the red line is. If you go to Ipswich again, for a game, I'd probably say in terms of ones that I know that are away fans, I think Isaac's might be the nicest one. It's not cheap though. Nothing's cheap. Like The problem with Ipswich is because there's a lot of people who now work in London and commute from Ipswich, like O'Brien Road Red Line. Charlie knows where it's at. I've been there actually loads of times. I just wasn't thinking you'd go there for a town game because it's like a bit out of the way. Oh, the driver dropped you off. Charlie's let me know. I've actually been there a bunch of times. There was a point in my life where that would have been my local. That's a foul, surely. Um, but yeah, so Isaac's is like by the waterfront. That's a decent sort of pub that allows away fans. But yeah, it was awkward with it being a Friday night as well. Like I said, I was gonna try and meet Jamie and have a beer, but just with a Friday night and the travelling down, and then my food at the hotel took a while, just made it impossible. Oh, it took you longer coming back than it did going to the game. That's bad, isn't it? You'd expect like no traffic that time of night. What happens? Are there any like roadworks or anything? Mate, you must have got back so late. Like the game finished at like 10. Like Ipswich is hell on match days, especially like yeah, the roads in Ipswich are so like underpowered. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like someone's nerfed the roads. Like they're not that affected. They've been nerfed, especially on a match day. You got back at 5:30. Imagine, imagine like you go all that way, watch your team, they play that bad. You don't get home till 5:30 in the morning. Got home at you didn't get so you got back to Sheffield 5:30. Got home at 7. That's commitment, bro. I love it though. The whole time I just think, God, these fans deserve better than this. I really was because like I said, every time I've had interactions with Sheffield United fans, I've always found them fairly decent, And obviously Jamie comes and watches the streams, and we have a chat with Jamie. So I feel like of all the championships, Sheffield United is probably one of the clubs I have more of an understanding of because we talk to Jamie most weeks. But yeah, what a journey for a 5-0 loss. Like the club should be like giving you all a present. Like you should have all got a freaking shirt or something for that. Like was it Man City where they refunded the fans the tickets after a loss? Like that should have happened. Like over 10 for Bradford versus Huddersfield. God, I bet that was a decent game. Van Dijk, that's what I'm talking about. John Arne Reese's delivery. Spear midwife. Tell you what, I think John Arne Reese would actually make a sick postman. You know what I mean? I'd love John Arne Reese to be my postman. Oh, it was only £17 a ticket for that derby. That's cheap. football tickets are a joke, right? And you've heard me moan about Ipswich's ticket systems and stuff, and I'm going to have a little moan about Liverpool's here, right? Because obviously I didn't get any tickets in the ballot. But I got this email the other day that said you are now eligible to buy tickets for Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. I'm thinking, oh, I didn't think I would become eligible because it's based on previous years' Champions League, and like if you haven't been going for the last several years, but you can't even get a ticket to go, you know what I mean? So you can't get the credit. So I got to get this email saying you're now eligible to buy Liverpool Atletico Madrid tickets. So I'm like, oh, that sounds good. So I go on the website and I'll click on it, and it doesn't mention anything about it being like anything other than a normal ticket. But once I get through to the checkout bit, like once you pick where you want to sit it was hospitality. So he sent me an email to say, oh, you're now eligible to buy Liverpool Atletico Madrid tickets. Go treat yourself. And then when you get through, it's like, oh yeah, it's hospitality, £560 a ticket. Come on. Oh, Haaland's got me here. Brout Haaland. Charlie's expecting a closer game at Bramall Lane. It's got to be. Peter Crouch. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's what he does. John Arne Rees is trying to launch an attack with Mohammed and co. Oh, fair play, they win. We've not won many, but I don't really play FIFA FC now. Obviously it comes out Friday, so I'll be doing a live stream Thursday night. Yeah, £500, Jamie. But you do get a program. You get a free program. You get a free program, 2 drinks and a meal. So yeah, it's not all bad. It's not very good either, is it? But yeah, to get the email come through, like you're now eligible to buy the tickets, and I'm thinking I'm eligible to buy like regular tickets, and I go through. Horrific. But yeah, let me know if you get an FC26, guys. I'm kind of excited for it, like excited for a new beginning. It looks like they've revamped career mode and stuff. Maybe we should do some streams with like an Ipswich Town career mode. Like let's try and like make Ipswich great again. Mega. I feel like we can't call it that because it's quite a dangerous sound, you know. Oh, I thought Verd scored. If Jamie can save some money, he will. Yeah, so I've pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, guys. So I will get access at midnight UK time Thursday because I'm not doing the whole, oh, I live in New Zealand nonsense. I'm not doing all that just to play it a little bit earlier. I can't be bothered. Yeah, Christmas is coming, and also like I only pre-order it now every time because of like content. Because for me it makes sense to pre-order it, you know, stream it. We'll get some of the money back through ads and stuff. You know what I mean? So for me it's a bit more worth it to buy it straight away. But like the Ultimate Edition, it's £100. £100. I got it for 90 because they're doing a discount if you had the last year game. But £100. Or it's £50 on launch on PS5. Like, I don't know how to justify it. Just you can play it a week early and you get a few points and stuff. But yeah, if I wasn't going to be streaming it and making content and stuff, I wouldn't be able to justify it, because they're just robbing bastards, a lot of these video game companies now. Like, every year they're charging you more for the games, but you're getting less content. Like, when I was a kid, you used to get games that used to last you like 80 hours, 100 hours to complete them. Now you're lucky if a game lasts 20. Jamie's saving for a new TV. It's always nice when you get a new TV. I always find myself watching like random videos of like parrots and stuff to look at what the picture looks. Don't know why. Because it probably doesn't look much better than my old TV ever did. But you know what I mean? I'll get there and I'll get like a picture of a parrot, like a video of like some David Attenborough shit on, and be like, "Ooh, look at the parrot, look at the colour, look at the orange, it looks orange." Like, yeah, it does on most TVs, mate. But I don't know, like sometimes, I don't know if anyone else does it, but I think we all do. You sometimes do these like mental gymnastics to justify to yourself why you bought something. You know what I mean? Like, it's different obviously if your old TV broke or something. But like, if you buy a TV just because you want a better TV, I feel like you've got to kind of like persuade yourself it's worth it, which is why you start watching like pictures of waterfalls and stuff and be like, oh, look how nice that TV looks. And it's not that the TV is nice, it's that a waterfall looks nice anyway. But you just persuade you. It's funny, isn't it? I don't know. Let me know if you guys do that. And if you got any funny stories, how have you tried to persuade yourself something's worth it? I think it's like the bloke equivalent of girl maths. Like, instead of doing girl maths, we look at pictures of waterfalls and stuff on our TVs and go, look how good that looks. Like when you upgrade your PC and you're like, yeah, look at that, I've got 6 FPS more. There's 6, like I already had 120 frames per second, which is more than a human eye can see. But, wow, I've now got 126. Charlie's called Mo Salah for the Ballon d'Or. I think Yamal will win it, which is a bit stupid, really. I think Yamal will win it, or maybe one of the PSG lads. It'd be funny if Donnarumma wins it. Charlie says, oh, this is a Norwich fan. Look, we're playing a Norwich fan. We have to win this now. They've got a Norwich badge. We absolutely have to win this. I'm probably getting a like nasty message as we speak. That's why they paused it. Call us like scum or something. 1 second. I don't even know how you look at your messages in this day and age. I didn't want to open it on screen in case it was something that was going to upset someone, you know. Proceeded with caution, but they haven't sent me a message. I thought they were sending me some message like with some vitriol. No, they're Norwich fans. What embarrassing. You got to get that PS5. PS5 is the way. I think it's weird to play Kyle Walker at this point, because the reason you have Kyle Walker is because of pace, but at this point in the game, everyone's got pace. Like, you can get anyone like 90 pace with some evolutions. The only thing that annoyed me with PS5 was how short the Miles Morales Spider-Man game is. Like, why make it so short? I'm playing 4-2-4 because it's like the end of the game. I can't be bothered to like try and like close out games and be defensive, so I'm just playing 4-2-4. Just, you know, let's just enjoy the last moments of the game. You know what I mean? Let's go all out. When FC26 starts, I will likely start in a 4-2-3-1, I imagine. That's normally my go-to when I'm feeling the game out. Like, for me, 4-2-3-1 is my preferred formation. It always has been. I'm a disciple of Rafael Benitez. McKenna playing it just helps. We still love it. But yeah, I guess Liverpool kind of almost play it. But they kind of play 4-1-1-3 almost. It's weird how Liverpool set up. It works though. It's weird because number 10s are coming back. They kind of died out for a bit, didn't they? Like, you didn't get many teams playing with a number 10. Like everyone was going one up front, 4-3-3 with no number 10. They were playing like two number 8s. What, you'd love England to try 4-2-3-1? I think it would work for England. Jamie likes 4-3-2-1. It can be really good. Charlie says you find it strange 2 years ago, they summed up Ipswich on FIFA in the Championship, got 96 points and in second, and then got relegated in 19th next season, and then 98 points. Yeah, it's, you know, people say it's not realistic. Hopefully FIFA can predict the future and we have that 98 points first place. It would be good, wouldn't it? Also, guys, don't forget to smash the like button while we're waiting for this guy to carry on, if you haven't already. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're so near the 2K. It's been saying 1.99 for too long. We need to say 2.0. I feel like this person probably would have quit in normal circumstances, but because I have an Ipswich badge and they have a Norwich badge, they're still playing. Oh, it's like Murich. I'm not losing against someone with a Norwich badge, guys. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. I think this is the first time I've ever played someone with a Norwich badge. We're not losing, no matter what. We've got to win. Like, you might have Mbappe and Maradona and Pirlo and Kyle Walker and Darling. We're still not losing. We're not. We're just not. John Barnes isn't having it. No. Too complicated. Trying too hard to take the mickey out of them. How did Stevie G still come out with a ball there? He's 5. Good. Oh, Diego. Virgil, well done. Isaac. Can't believe Isaac wasn't even in the Liverpool squad today. It was a bit of a flex from Arne Slot though, that he's like not desperate to rush him. Like when you think Liverpool won every game and they haven't played their most expensive player, quite exciting. Where do I think we'll end up finishing end of the season? I was saying earlier, like the problem with the Championship is, I honestly, a team can be like 15th and then get 6th between like January and the end of the season, especially if they have a good window. I think the thing with Town is we've been competitive against everyone. We haven't got smashed by anyone yet, even though we've lost a few and we've drawn everything. Well, we lost one, but we've drawn everything else basically, apart from that game against Sheffield. But I don't know, like with like the Sheffield game, like I don't know how much you can actually learn from it. Like how much can you take from that game? You know, like what could you learn from that game, really? Because Sheffield was so bad, I don't think. You know, Philogene did well, and he'll have good confidence of it. And Jack Clark scored, that'd be good for his confidence and stuff. But I don't know how much you can actually take from that result, even though it's 5-0, and they'll be like, they'll use it to build their confidence and momentum and stuff. Of course they will, but I don't know. I just felt Sheffield United was so bad that it wasn't even a case of Ipswich were that good. It's more a case of Sheffield were bad. But I do fancy it. Like I do. I think Chelsea. What am I talking about Chelsea for? But I think Chelsea will win the league. I don't mean that. I think Ipswich will definitely compete for promotion. I still think top 2 is realistic. I don't think it's like I don't think it's enough games in to write that off. I still think top 2. I think Liverpool will win the league though. In terms of Liverpool, I think Liverpool have got everything to win the league. I really do. I think that for me, the one worry with Liverpool's kind of squad is a little bit centre back. You know, we brought Leone in, we've got Joe Gomez, but it's behind the first 2, Kanate and Van Dijk. I wouldn't swap them for anyone. Like, there's no Premier League pairing that I would rather have. Like, people talk about Gabriel and Saliba and stuff, but they're deluded. Anyone that thinks they would rather have Gabriel and Saliba than Van Dijk and Kanate, just like I'll have what they're drinking and what they're smoking, because it will be a fun time probably. But yeah, I just think if Van Dijk and Kanate both get injured, you're playing Gomez and Leone, or Gomez and Gravenberg, or Gomez and Endo. Like, that would worry me a little. He's offside. Oh, he's missed anyway. It's embarrassing. I tried a long throw. Oh, they can't stop John Arla in full flow. Look how bad Rangers are at the moment. Yeah. I do think that Sheffield United could still have a promotion push. I do. I think you may be looking at playoffs as a good season again. But I wouldn't rule them out. I wouldn't rule them out of it yet. I think we've completed an evolution challenge there. So I'm trying to evolve Isaac. There's only 2 days left, so I'm not going to complete it. No way. But let's just make Isaac as great as we can. We've got to play 3 games with him. Jamie Carragher is getting upgraded. Boosting his defensive stats, you know, getting the bruiser play style so he start beating people up. That's what Jamie likes to do. If Wilder comes back, you should be fighting. I really like Chris Wilder. He's just one of them managers that I like. You know, sometimes it's just a manager and you just like him. You know what I mean? Yeah, you lose your first games. You do. Confidence matters in football. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, confidence and momentum do matter. And the only thing is, I think because Ipswich have brought a lot of people in, like where's Wally and stuff. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're going to be affected by the other games because they're not involved for Ipswich. Like, because where's Wally's not been there, he's not going to be affected by the games. I worry about George Hurst. That does, for me, in terms of Ipswich's lineup, it's the weakest player. George Hurst. I think if you go like 1 to 11 with most Championship sides, most of the Ipswich players you could debate are better than the other teams. I don't think you really can with George Hurst. Like, I think like even Wrexham, you could debate Keeper Moore is better than George Hurst, and I think you've got a case. So yeah, that's the only thing in terms of town that I'm really kind of a bit unsure about. But I think because McKenna couldn't get a good striker and he's going, right, we'll get Philogene, we'll get Wally Agelli, we'll get all these different people that are going to make up for the lack of goals from the strikers. Challenging need to beat Birmingham at home, not lose to Southampton away. Yeah, I think they're going to be huge games. I think they're going to be absolutely huge in terms of the point swing. Although I don't. Birmingham are good, but I still don't think they're that good. Like they don't scare me that much. The only thing with them though is they're similar to Ipswich when Ipswich came up. That they're well run. They are quite well run. The owners care. The owners are involved. The owners seem positive. You know, you got Tom Brady and stuff. Like, there's a energy that comes from that. Which you can't underestimate, I don't think. But I mean, haven't got they haven't got that much. That's why they wanted Akpom so bad, isn't it? Although, to be fair, I thought Akpom was good. And I know he's best position in terms of goals has been number 10, but I don't know if we'd look better with Smolix behind Akpom instead of Hurst. Like, I did kind of think that as I was watching it. Like, Azan, I like Azan, but he's quick and he's making these runs in behind, but I don't think he's... The problem is, when you've only got two, like, strikers, you want them to be similar. You don't want to have to change how you play. Say George Hurst gets injured 5 minutes before a game. If you play Azan instead, you've got to play totally different, because he's not going to be a target man that holds it up and stuff. Like, when Ipswich had Hurst and Delap last year, like, even though Hurst was a drop off in quality, he's the same type of player as Delap. Bit slower though, not as good and stuff, but he's still able to kind of play as a target man. Although this year he's not been the best at holding things up, has he? But I do think when you only got two strikers, you want them set, and I think that's why, like, Liverpool want Isak and Ekitike. Because last year Liverpool did have a problem where if you played Nunes up front, you've got one thing. You've got pace, running them behind, unpredictability. If you played Diaz, you've got a bit more composure, maybe quality and defensive savviness, but he's going to drop deep all the time. And then you also had Jota, who just could finish anything. Do you know what I mean? But they all were very different, and I think although it's good because if you can you can change how you play. I almost feel like you want your starting striker and your number two to be the same. You know, you don't want to lose something. Charlie thinks we'll beat Brum 2-0. I feel like it's hard to predict that far away, isn't it? It's January played at Portman Road, right? Is it January? To be fair, I think in terms of results, the Championship this weekend wasn't really that bad for Ipswich. You know, a few teams dropped points. And James, I've got an early morning for work. See you soon, man. Like I say, I'm going to be streaming Thursday night when the new one comes out, but it might not be till midnight. Last year they did release it at like 9 o'clock or something, randomly in the UK, but we'll have to see when it drops. But yeah, cheers for coming, Jamie, and we'll see you soon. Come on. I'm annoyed that I've let this person come back to 3-3. To be fair, I should be dominant in this one. Really should be. Right, we've got to try and get a goal here, guys. So, early goal. Early goal. Making us wait, didn't they? That was ambitious. But I do feel sometimes you just got to try something maybe a bit different. they've done well to play through that because they were struggling at first. I've been poor there. Stevie and Van Dijk though, between them, it's got to be a booking, which it is. I just need to almost relax a bit. I feel like I'm trying too hard to like win the ball back, score straight away, rather than just the goal will come. Chelsea's Birmingham weren't great when Ipswich played them. No, they weren't. They really weren't. We were just pretty poor. Risa. Oh, I've bottled it. I've bottled it. I was going to try and dribble around the keeper. Why didn't I just shoot? So stupid. I've actually scored off the back of a situation where I should score. This is even more annoying. Even on the ball. Yellow cards are starting to fly in this game. So many players with 5 play styles now, aren't there? Like we're playing against someone who is grinded. Or ground, I should say, I suppose. Can I? Oh no, I stepped too early. Jamie though. Super Jamie Carragher. It's weird how good Middlesbrough are doing still, isn't it, Charlie? Because Borough just keeps seeming to go. Like, every week you see them win and you think, oh, well, they'll drop off soon, and they just win again. Oh. I don't know what they changed, but they're doing well. Have they gone to 4-2-4 and like match me man for man? Oh, they can have it. They can have it, to be fair. They've gone from 3-1 down to 5-3 up. They can have to win. GG. I ain't got the patience. Charlie thinks Coventry aren't good enough at the back to get top 2. Yeah, I think they're a bit inconsistent, aren't they? They're sometimes just lacking that bit of consistency, that bit of predictability, solidity. They've got a few good players, haven't they, though? They've got a few, like, proper players. But I think that's the problem with the Championship. Most teams have got a player who is wicked. Like even Sheffield Wednesday have got Barry Bannon. Love Barry Bannon. What a player. Bit of a dickhead at times, but what a player. Nearly got in there. It's R9. It's the one man you don't want going through one-on-one. And he did go through one-on-one. And he destroyed me. Oh, gotta get that stop, Dibu. Ramberg. Reach let fly. You don't have to be offside, Fernando. You could have been onside. Oh, I knew he was offside as well, but it was just the, okay, we've got a problem here. But I stopped lagging. Like, they're what? Just flowing up the line against me. I know it's not my internet because I can see this stream health and stuff. I've not dropped a single frame all stream. Come on. We can't let him do that, Crouchy. Not good. Not good at all. But we go again. Gotta get some wins. So I think Stoke will finally break their curse of finishing in the lower half each season, but struggle for consistency second half of the season due to poor squad depth. Yeah, and I think that's something that maybe a lot of people aren't thinking about with the Championship. You brought up like a good point there. Like, Ipswich's squad depth is proper compared to some of these teams. Like if it seems like Akpom is now first choice as a number 10, Smolix would start for every other team in the league. Like, you got Nunes, Matasiva, Karius, one of them. Any of them starts for every team in the league, I think. I don't think there's a team in the league where any of them don't get a game. But yeah, I think squad depth is something, especially because we haven't really reached the point yet where it's like Tuesday, Wednesdays. You know what I mean? You have the games where you're playing Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. You know what I mean? You're playing like 2 games a week in the Championship at some points. That's when the squad depth will really tell. The thing as well is I feel like Ipswich have got the quality to go on like little streaks. Like Ipswich could go on like a 10-game win streak. And if Ipswich, like say Ipswich win their next like 5, the league's going to look completely different. Like if Ipswich win their next 5, they'll probably be in the top 2. I can't see anyone else keeping that sort of pace. And if you look at Ipswich's games, you know, they're quite winnable, aren't they? Like Portsmouth is winnable. For sure. That's the next home game, I believe. Who's the next away game? Is it Bristol City or someone? Who have Town got this weekend, Charlie? We've got Portsmouth at home next week. Well, no, not next week, the week after. Who have we got this weekend? Is it Bristol City? Oh, Salah's just outpaced. And this guy's got that, using that same Salah card but as a striker. I'm too predictable there. Oh, it's Blackburn. I was closer with Bristol. Like, sounds begins with a B. When is the Blackburn's coming up though, isn't it? I mean, Bristol's coming up. I'll confuse myself now. So it's Blackburn next weekend, then it's Portsmouth at home. You win both of them, and things are looking very different, aren't they? Stevie G, well done. He's trying the Kepa Arifa Balaga. That won't work on me, son. Oh, Van Dijk hitting that top corner. I love that Kepa did that. He stands one side of the goal trying to make Van Dijk go the other way. And then Van Dijk just goes, yeah, I'll put it in that corner anyway, no problem. Like, it's weird because he chose to try and play mind games on one penalty in that shootout against Liverpool. and he tried to play mind games with Virgil van Dijk. Not like Harvey Elliott or someone. He's literally picked probably the person least susceptible to mind games. Yeah, I think we should beat Blackburn. Be interesting to see Smolix against them. Maybe see if he fancies. I don't think he will fancy Akpom up top. Is it a rare time where McKenna maybe goes unchanged? Like, could you see that? Could you see McKenna? He always tinkers, but I could see it. I could see him just going, yep, same team. No worries. Torres is in. Keeper's coming. Oh, Fernando. How has he missed that? How has he missed that? Oh, he's using that centre mid. I kept getting confused by Harry Kane's position. But there is a centre mid shapeshifters or foot birthday or whatever it is nowadays. Harry Kane, isn't there? That's what he's got. Salah's off. Oh, Collar's got him. Oh, Charlie thinks McKenna will start. Where's Wally? I could see that, to be fair, because I don't think McAteer was undroppable. Do you know what I mean? Like I think McAteer was and Greaves were probably Town's worst players. He never drops Greaves. Greaves could score a hat-trick of own goals, and for some reason McKenna would still say, oh yeah, let's go Jacob, get your boots on. But yeah, I agree, McAteer was probably their worst player. So because McAteer wasn't the best, you've only got to think, do you risk where's Wally? But then again, do you start him in an away game for his first game in English football? Is that harsh? But then again, he's the most expensive player in the Championship history, isn't he? So, you know, if he can't handle playing away from home, he shouldn't be there. I didn't, you know, every time he got the ball after he come on, there was a little bit of a, ooh, and I feel like I contributed to that by talking to people about the Salah the Salah kind of like, I can't think of the word, comparison is the word I want. Like the Salah comparisons, I think, bigged them up even more. But yeah, I don't think he did a lot after he come on, but he didn't have much opportunity to. I'm not criticising him for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like gonna criticise him for how he played because it's his first game. It's 20 minutes. He got forward a few times. He went on a few dribbles. He did a lot right. They've quit, have they? That'll do. Got another win. It's all about the wins. In my last weekend league. Until, well, it'll be a couple of weeks before weekend league, guys, because there won't be a weekend league the first weekend of FC, or maybe even the second. I don't know if they've announced it yet with FC26. I'm not sure. Charlotte's opinion, Sinjo could become a player like Salah in 5 or 6 years. I think he's so young still. You're at least going to get what we got for Amari for him, I think, in 2 years. I really believe that. as a bare minimum, will make the same profit with Mari, and he could be like, say we go up with him and he's playing well, and then he manages to get like 10, 15 Premier League goals. You know, then you're talking, what was Mbeumo sold for? What, 80 million? Was Mbeumo at 80 million? How much was Mbeumo Acuna? Because they're a bit older, aren't they? Like, if Wally Ogelli could get 10, 15 in his first Premier League season. Mbeumo was 65 mil. That's what I mean. I think you could be talking that sort of money, though. I'm going to quit this one because we're losing, clearly. GG to them. They play well. But yeah, I think you could be talking serious money for the guy. Which could be great for the club, you know. Almost like Jack Grealish, you know. People talk about, oh, you know, he never did well after he left Aston Villa, but look what Aston Villa have done since. Like, Aston Villa are now like consistently in and around the Champions League, conversation off the back of that. Oh, he's got Lewis Skelly, Rudiger, Michael Essien. What a player he was. I think he's probably the most underrated Premier League player, Michael Essien. Everyone just thinks of him as like a destroyer, but he was a baller as well. And Jose Mourinho played him all over the place. Look at how good he was. That's the sign of a top. Like, the best players can play anywhere. Like Stevie G. He played right mid, left mid, centre mid, number 10, holding role, right back. Like, that's the sign of a baller when they just play all over the place and still contribute. Oh, Isaac's filthy. I'll tell you what, that's what you get for 125 million Great British Pund, as they say in the North East. Had to score. Absolutely had to. Bit nervous about Gravenberg's yellow card because he can get carried away, can't he, Ryan? Oh, that's another. I've missed from 3 yards. That was the sort of chance where you want Cody Gakpo, guys. If Fernando Torres was Cody Gakpo, he scores. Charlie's got Philogenine's Player of the Season, Golden Boot winner. I actually think I put a bet on him to be Golden Boot winner before the season. I might have also put a bet on Ali Al-Hamidi, but let's not talk about that one. Let's just pretend that one didn't happen. One of these you got to go in at the minute. There we go. I used to love Fernando Torres. So fun to watch. Just glides past people. Was that Bale? So they've got Morientes, Bale up top. Decent side. Reece is not having that. I think Philogene, like, I love that they played Billie Jean after the game. So after the game, Portman Road played Billie Jean. Here we go. Jonathan Barnes. How's that left row? Oh, corner of it, that's just alright. Charlie thinks his run starts over Hurst eventually. I think he could be better, but it's just, I don't know, McKenna likes a target man, doesn't he? Like, McKenna's always liked the big centre forward. I don't know, like, whether that's because he worked with Jose for a bit. Fernando takes the piss. It's 3-0 now. Like, most people would quit at that point. Especially at this point of FIFA. Does anyone care about their awards enough to keep playing at 3-0 down? Unless they're like 14 wins and, you know, this would be their perfect streak. Why would you do it? Because Isak's taking the piss out of you as well. I spoke too soon. Curse of the commentator, aren't it? I'd like to see more of us on. Like, I'd be interested to start him against Blackburn. I know he's not that sort of target man, but I don't feel like Blackburn will completely sit back. So if they're not sitting back completely, it might be one where you want the pacing behind of us on. But I don't think McKenna would, like the front four. I don't think he would start like two new ones who haven't played really. Person obviously believes they can come back, but you've got to give them some credit for. Stevie G, that's fabulous. Just run Isaac. Oh, I'm maybe just a bit too casual on that one. Oh, Barnes is offside. I agree. Hurst is more for like an underdog team. I could see Hurst being like the number 9 in a team that's underdogs. But like in a team that dominates the ball and stuff, like he's just missing something, isn't he? So yeah, I don't think Hurst is the best. Doesn't suit our style of play completely. Like if you're gonna have like a big man up top in a team that's dominant, you need like Haaland where they just score and score and score. Like if you're gonna have someone that doesn't offer anything, and I still think City have got worse since they had Haaland. I will say that. For me, Man City with Haaland aren't as good as Man City when they had Aguero. Just covered myself in water. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how McKenna shapes up against Blackburn. Is it Saturday 3 o'clock? Are we back in the normal slots or are we on Sky again? Fernando Torres. I just feel a bit flat in this game. I don't know why. It sometimes happens, doesn't it, when you're winning? You kind of just, I don't know, you lose that competitiveness almost like that. If that went in, I'll be fuming. Ibu. In a minute, Salah's going to get past Skelly, and there's going to be a goal. Because Skelly can't win it that many times. Like that. Oh, he's took him out. He's literally took Salah out. It's violent. So, Steve, you in the corner. Skelly will get booked. Philogene in that form of score, that'd be good. I'd like that, Charlie. I think we might concede one. We've not had a clean sheet for so long. I'd be surprised if we win something to them. I'd love it. I think maybe 3-1. Although I do agree that I think 2 goals is probably the margin. I don't know if I want to see us keeping a clean sheet again. Because when was Ipswich's last clean sheet? Was it the Chelsea game? He's got a straight red there. So he'd already been booked. So then he's gone, right, I'm going to get straight red. And I think they're making changes now. My preferred formation for 10 men now is 4-1-4. I just feel like keeping busy at both ends of the pitch. Don't worry about the midfield. Win the game in your own third and the final third. Ronnie did well there. Oh, I tell you what. Don't call it a comeback, because it's not on yet. He's moved to left back by the look of things, which is something interesting. Don't know what shape they're playing. I need to make some changes and freshen things up. And take off Gravenberch because he's booked. For McAllister, get control in there. Andy Robertson at left back. I'm going to go Harry Kewell on the right wing. Out top, I'm going to bring on Benteke. We want that long ball for the out ball, don't we? I'm going to take Stevie off. No, I'm not. I'm going to move John Barnes into centre mid. And then I'm going to take Stevie off for Nunez. Charlie Ipswich aren't always a defensive team, so you always concede. And Chelsea at home was the last clean sheet. But he would be just happy with 3-1. Yeah, I think I'd prefer 2-0 because I'd love a clean sheet again. Like after not having a clean sheet for so long, to keep 2 in a row, I think it would be so good for the squad. Not good. Oh, he's offside. That's the wake-up call we needed. Benteke, the target man. Where's Harry? Oh, wake up, Harry. That's what my friend's dad used to, when I was a little kid and he used to watch Harry Kewell. My friend's dad said Harry Kewell's brilliant, but he always looks like he's half asleep. He used to always be like, wake up, Harry! It stuck with me, that. For all these years. Since I was probably, what, 10? Right, Harry Kewell, what's he got in the locker? He's got a little ball to Ibu, who just takes it round him. And Dyke! Oh, that must have been so good. McAllister, I don't know why he's wearing number 1, but I'm here for it. Harry Kewell. McAllister scores. I hadn't even got there yet, and I knew. Because Maradona was good when he was off his head. Messi was alright till the Tuesday night. Then they played the Reds. But McAllister's the best I've seen from the Argentine. I love that song. What a football chant that is. Well, weird. De Ligt's been better than his actual left back at left back. It's too heavy, Harry. Wake up. At 5-2, I'm comfortable. They got a red card. We're just gonna move the ball around with Big Ben and Carragher's coming to midfield now, just like that's what right backs do nowadays. Benteke. Andrew Robertson, take a bow, son. That has made the end of the game a lot less stressful. Harry Kewell in the Benteke chest. Okay, I should have tried to head it. I wanted to chest it and volley it and try and proper. Oh, Andy Robertson. I tell you what, Liverpool had a weird situation with Kirkes, didn't they? Like, there's a little push on him and he dives. It is a dive, but there is a little bit of contact on him. But it's still a dive. And then he just like lost his head. He started making fouls all over the place. He's getting booed. Andrew Robertson comes on. All calm's restored. What a win. Charlie's off the bed. Take care, my man. I'll see you soon. What a day. What a day. There's 4 matches left, but I'm actually debating just losing them on purpose, you know? Spread some joy. Spread some joy so we can get the packs open. It's been a long one. For those of you watching this pre-recorded, do subscribe already for FC26. I'm very excited about it. You know, they're talking about slowing down the power curve, reducing the emphasis on pace, which will be interesting because that's something they always say they want to do, but they never ever manage to get it right, do they? They never manage to get the power curve to actually slow down. They never manage to get it so pace doesn't matter. So yeah, we're only going to get basic rewards doing it like this, but it's been a long night, guys. We've been streaming 2 hours. And I'll be back Thursday. So because of that, it makes sense to just take it easy, guys, you know. I've enjoyed it. It's been a busy weekend. We made a vlog. Go check that out. If you're watching this pre-record, you think, Carl, what am I going to do now? This stream's going to end soon. Check out the Ipswich Town vlog. It was a great game. And, yeah, it'll be fun. So, Ronaldinho, celebrating. Yeah, I scored an own goal. Celebrate. That's exactly what you want to see. I wonder what we'll get out of packs. I don't think there's anything exciting left in packs for us. I will say that. I feel like the packs now are just, they are what they are. Just gonna bring my keeper out straight away here, guys, and just. I like that. Look how quick they were to pause. I rate that. I give that 10 out of 10. Sometimes, you sure go and people run around the pitch doing backflips and celebrating, and it's annoying. But yeah, I do rate that for sure. So one more little loss, and then we can open up our packs and see how good things we got. Is Palestino like a Palestine badge? Not sure. Never heard of it before. I wonder if that's why they've got it. I wonder if they think I gave them the win because they got the Palestino badge. Like, they might think because they're supporting Palestine I let them win, but it's just because I'm tired. So let's see what we got. 1 of 84. Let's go. Oh, Wayne Rooney. Decent, but I'm never going to play the game again, so I don't care. Vlahovic. Well, you obviously pick Wayne Rooney, don't you? Of those. Right, 1 of 93, 70 plus footies. I think you can get Frimpong in this. Maybe Verts. Saliba, we don't want that. I've already got him as well. Frank Rijkaard. I'll go for Scholesy. That's 94, 94, 99, 95, 95, 93. That's ridiculous. So yeah, we'll go for Scholesy. Scholesy and Rooney. We've got a Man U team getting built there. Then we shall go to the club. We got a little bit more evolution done. And we will take a quick look at the team at the end of the stream once we open the packs, just to say, look, this is how we ended FC25. This was the final squad. So it's a 10 by 83. These are tradable. I don't know what those colours are. It's Jan Sommer, I believe. Is it just gold? No way. We got an 83 plus by 10, and we've just got a gold goalkeeper. But there's someone else, and it is Paolo. I thought it was Alberto Aquilani at first, but it's Paolo Maldini. A little bit better than Aquilani. Like, this will show you how washed the game is. What's he worth? Like 20k. Just list him. It's just quick sell everyone else. Don't know why I'm bothering even listing them, because I'm not going to play it again. 81 by 20. Now, can we pull out something that's exciting? It's pink. Left winger from Georgia is Kvaratskhelia. If my knowledge is correct, it is Kvaratskhelia with a PSG badge. Is it double though? Is it a double? It's not a double walkout. So I think that means that everything else is rubbish. Yeah, you got Cody Gakpo. Oh dear. Let's just quick sell them all because we do not care anymore. Because FC26 is coming. Right. One last look at the team then. There's so many games my final team played as well. So we have Crouchy in goal. He played 74 games in goal for me. Jamie Carragher played 481 games for me. He's probably the person that's played the most, I would guess, in terms of a particular card. Ibu might be high though. 384 games he's played for me, so he's played a lot. Scored 16. 3 red cards from Ibu. 239 with his Van Dijk. I've had other Van Dijks before. John Arisa, only 85 games for him. Ryan Gravenberg, only 141, so not that many. Stevie G could be high, 160, but there was the other version of Stevie G that I couldn't either at the time. So I sold the more expensive one and got the cheaper one. This Mo Salah wouldn't have played many because he's like the new card. Fernando Torres, he's got 160. Isak's just played 30. He scored 24 though, that's not bad. Torres 156 and 160. John Barnes, he's played 90 for me. Is there anyone on the bench? Like Nunes, I wonder what he played. 440 games, 390 goals, that's a good return. Suarez played quite a bit, 68 games, 54 goals. McAllister, I got him quite late. This Andy Robertson I've used a lot, 504 games. James Milner I've used a lot as well. I played 70, I thought he played way more than that. Stobber never played. Mane, 27. I wonder if you can just flick through the club and see how many did this Salah play? 385. Haven't used any of them. Or them. Search by Liverpool. That Alisson never played. This Curtis Jones never played. Have I still got the other Curtis Jones? This Nunes probably played a lot of games. He's got 235. He was the OG Nunes. He was my first evolution. So it's quite fun to see that. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone. Let's have one last little flick through the club, see if we can find anyone else who with you. Oh, I need to clear the filter, don't I? Quiet date. You can only do it one newest, that's stupid. Untradables only. Oh, you can turn loans off, that's good. I've not used loan players, so we'll do that. So none of them. None of them. That's it, Dan. I did use a bit. 139. I do stick to the Liverpool and Ipswich players a lot though. Maradona, 46. Ali Al-Hamidi. He got 63 games. 63 games, 66 goals for Ali Al-Hamidi. And people say he can't finish. Unbelievable. Smolik probably played a fair few, 245. It's going to be weird next year because it won't be in the Premier League, so I don't know if their players will be as competitive. Wolfie got 73. Kyrgios 106. Harry Clark got 353. Got quite a lot. This Liam Delap will have a lot. 83. So, oh, I thought he'd have way more. That Ugarte I used quite a bit. 160 games. See, he was one of the early games. Like I say, that Nunes got a lot. How many more did you get? 8 games. Sorry, Sam. Keith Moore got quite a few though. Wonder if there's any other Ipswich Town lads who got some games. Maybe I just search for Ipswich Town because there's not going to be any others, is there, guys? Okay, so Twan Zebe got 63 games. Phillips never played. This Davis played too, but I think I had a special Davis at some point. This Delap played none. This Burgess played none. Ben Godfrey never played. But yeah, that is the end of FC25, guys. Thank you for watching all the streams, all the videos. And one last shout out to Ali Al-Hamidi, who ends with 66 goals in 63 games. That's before you look at his 20 assists. Never been booked. Never got a red card. Just completely resilient. And I bought him for 450 coins. That's the beauty of Evolutions. For 450 coins, I got 66 goals in 63 games. That's why we do Evolutions, people. But yeah, Thanks so much for watching this video. I've been Link, you've been my legends. I'll be back Thursday night for the midnight launch of FC26. Thanks for watching.